Welcome to Modern Homestead, Alaska. Come with us today on a massive cleanup.
Of course. I'm not even able to go grab the stand for the camera before this guy has already figured out how to maneuver stuff around, but let's get this rock set in place. We're moving the rocks over here. That has been the intention the whole time. And what I envision, I'll just kind of show you, is from the edge of the woodshed, there is our garden. And then there's a drive lane between the coop and the garden. All of that is snow removal. It'll be beautiful gravel someday. Right now we're still in the process of slowly building up the foundation layers and getting everything working. And then what helps me with the rocks is not only does it define garden space, it also prevents us from just smashing in, running over, pushing snow on top, and just destroying the flowers that are underneath. Let me go get my little puppy. All right, I got our little puppy all the way. Here Aaron comes with another great big rock. So what I was saying is, just keeping everything from being destroyed during the winter. We need really good substantial borders. Like maybe you wouldn't think of having someplace in the lower 48. This landscape actually came from the land, except for this one pile that Aaron, he just got for free at work one day, and they're really beautiful, and so he brought them home to add in, but there's just huge rocks everywhere, but these are in the way. This whole space has to be cleared for snow removal this winter. That is our wood for this winter. And these rocks are in the way. Let me go help him. Really?
Right.
Don't pretend like it's that easy. Oh, look at me.
Where do you want this?
Right up there next to, I don't think we're gonna fit another big one in here. Well, she's coming. He's got a handful more rocks, but we got a couple of big ones. And then when, always in the other rock areas when I find these smaller rocks and such through, I just come through and fill in like all the gaps and corners. It'll be nice. Actually, it'll be nice. He got the huge one. The tractor's not handling it well. So, Chuck, stay here, but like right there. There you go. Can you stand it up? Yep. Then now twist it like this. Okay, I'll stand back. Yep. Look here. We have Roberto, our big Alaska dog. He's babysitting the puppy in the back of the truck, and they're not happy about it. You gotta stay out of the way of the tractor. You gotta stay out of the way of the tractor. Hey, sit, get back, both of you. Get in, in. That is a huge amount cleaned out of this pile. We've gotta get the rest of the rocks out of it though, in order to clean all of this up. We only have a couple of rocks, 1, 2, 3, like 4. We're probably gonna have to throw these in the bucket left in our wood pile, which is insane and ridiculous how things get shifted and scooted around. And then they're going over there by the awning to build kind of a little berm between us and the neighbors, and then it'll landscape right up, or gravel right up to the rock. I think we moved that 2 years in the making rock pile. While we're on the subject of rocks, this is what I was pointing at. We have just, all of these came out the ground and the land back there, and then they're just kind of set along the drive lane on both sides. And I think someday it's gonna be really pretty when all of this actually, the way that it is in my head. Well, it sure seems we are collecting trailers is what it feels like. Yesterday, our son traded his snow machine for that heavy duty trailer over there. That is not a brand, someone made it. Where Aaron says it would be a good winter project if he had a shop and he could fix all the welds and such on it. But it's meant to be a whole lot more heavy duty than this. This is like, this hauls snow machines in the Argo and those sort of things, but this trailer here doesn't hold very much weight. And this came about, there was a day I needed to take Peaches to the vet just for a checkup, and the vet ended up having to come out here, and it dawned on us, if there was ever an emergency, we don't have a trailer to haul her in, or at least we don't own a trailer ourselves. And if we needed to load up and get out of here, if we had a fire or something like that, that little mini Jersey we have is such a member of the family that she would need to go the same way as the dogs. The rabbits we could throw in, the chickens you can throw in, so on. And so we just went, you know, enough. If there was ever an emergency, which there hasn't been, thank goodness, but we would need a trailer, and we just thought that is good animal husbandry, that is good if you're gonna own livestock, you have got to be able to get them help if they need it. So we picked up this old trailer, but it pulls straight. It's really nice, but it's had a flat the whole time. We need it out of the way because what we're actually gonna fix is, you probably can't see it on the camera, but right behind the trailers, the original sinkhole from when they built the house, they dig out sinkholes and they just dig holes and they bury like roots and stems and all of this different stuff, and over time it sinks. And this ground has sunk over the last 2 years. And so Aaron wants to move the big pile of rocks here because we do not need this. Oh, you pulled them all off before I quit talking. There's the spare. The other one is tires no good, do you think?
No, I'll just patch it in and get it fixed.
Okay, sounds good.
Whoa! Stop right there.
Bert, stay. Yep. 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 Caleb, no. Ugh, I wish we were all as strong as Dad.
I wish you were too.
But this comes from you just sitting around watching me work.
I know.
Bert, come here, Bertie. We didn't want him getting run over. Got him. Oh, well, that is totally different. I don't know if you can see it. Like that whole line of leaves right there is in a totally dipped down, sunken in area. And then this is all high and then sunken down. And then we pushed the snow here in order for it to go down the hill. We may be able to get to the wood chipping before we have tons of piles to wood chip before the snow falls. That would be fantastic. But one of our biggest mistakes was having gravel like this last year and it freezing before we were able to move it, and we ended up having some waste. But now we're gonna move all this. But look behind me. Doo-doo-doo. All right, imagine someday giant shop and everything stored inside. But we slowly have to clean up all of this to get to that day. of gravel here. It's just kind of getting pushed in at this point. Caleb split all of that right there that Wyatt is putting in. Wyatt already stacked everything inside. So now, the pile is moving. That one barely. These are trees that last winter they were standing and dead, and they laid over the driveway, and Aaron just cut them, pushed them off to the side, and we drug them over here. They look good on the outside, but they're not good on the inside. On the inside, they rot all the way through, which is what causes them to break and have a bunch of issues. We have tons of trees. If you see, there's no tops in them. We have a ton like that. It's gonna take us years to clean up the 5 acres. So even though these logs from the outside look great, we can see the rot right in the middle. Like the center is rotten out. So it wouldn't be good firewood, but all this will become wood chips, and then the wood chips will become earth, and we will be building good soil over the years. And then, can you believe it? Like standing back here, I can't believe that pile is gone. You would not believe what that feels like. When we first bought the property, everything I'm standing on was actually a really tall hill that got moved and pushed, and it was covered with trees. The trees they're cutting up were excavated off of our property with excavators. That's why they're having to cut the ends off. You see them all frayed like that. They were just torn out of the ground. The trees are then stacked right here where Aaron is working. And so this is basically kind of virgin ground right there. Since we had the trees cut and the land cleared, this ground has had trees sitting on it the whole time. So we've never been able to clear it, never gotten this far along in the project like we are today. The sun is starting to go down. It is getting really cool, and I wanted to review what we actually got done in this video because it's fairly substantial, the difference that I am seeing here on the homestead. All right, Aaron built this, our tractor. He always says it's not the right tool for the job, not the right tool for the job, not the right tool for the job. But when we decided to buy the tractor, we had the choice of it or something like a Bobcat skid steer. And we thought the tractor would be the best all around thing. And then and now could only afford one item, and so the tractor it was. It isn't meant to pick up the weight of that specific rock over there. It was so heavy it just bounced along the whole way, but we got it moved, and he got this rock wall built. And if you can just imagine, spring and summer, we'll have these beautiful flowers growing in there. We have a shrub in the back, and then we'll fill it in with wood chips. It'll be really, really beautiful. And then someday the gravel will come along and the drive lanes, and it will all be fantastic. Whoa! We ran out of gas in the splitter. We've got to get some gas for that. Got this whole split pile ready to go. Everything that was in the wood shed has been stacked up. It's about 3 rows deep right now. And then all of this week, Wyatt is off this week. He's been gone for a month. He just got home today and immediately jumped in and started working. So here we go. He will be splitting and stacking this, and then all of this needs to get cut up into rounds, split and stacked there. And then my whole dream, someday everything you see here back to the cow's barn will be an orchard, and this is what we're trying to get cleaned up. We always think, oh, I can get way more done than I can in a day, but the fact that we got all those rocks moved and all of that wood and this entire area cleaned, the gravel done, the 2 giant gravel piles moved, and all of this picked up and just leveled out. Let's take a look over here where Aaron moved quite a bit of the big gravel in order to get rid of this big lump. So early in the video, the back of the horse trailer was way up here, and then Aaron has leveled this out all the way back to where I was showing you. So it's not perfect. He just came through it again, but what? Holy cow. He even worked up all the way to spinning around up around the house, except for where the boat and the Argo are. Everything got kind of reworked and moved, and it looks amazing. He also moved a bunch of the rocks right here. This is the Carolyn walkway that we talk about. This is the beautiful walkway that leads to our neighbor's place, which is where we put the trucks and the trailers, not to stay, but we just parked them in their driveway while we did all of the work today, and now all of our stuff is coming back to our house. But he's building kind of this nice little rock wall here. This will be gravel. There's Wyatt, Gen 1 Dodge. We got Caleb coming in as well with that toy hauler type of flatbed that does all of. I told Aaron, pull it forward a foot, because now there's still a little hiccup right there in the original land versus what's been cleared. Whoa! Someone's got to teach these boys back up a trailer.
Go forward that way. I like where you're at, but I just want to come. All right, now follow it. Now come back the other way.
Well, there's the lane.
Yeah.
This is Peaches' lane is what we call it. So it's a drive lane and we're able to move hay and everything to the cow. And so this cannot get blocked off. So we can't just park the trailers here. And then I was just asking Aaron why, and he said it's actually better for him to have that corner for backing up and moving everything. So moving the trailers over here where he has them, we're able to get around all of this to get to Peach, and then he's able to clear snow immediately starting in that section of the driveway. So a little different than where I thought we were gonna push the trailers all the way back here, but he wants this for snow, and the trailers are gonna end up being moved forward. Anywho is what he just told me.
Wouldn't record quiet with the trailer.
Little more to your left.
That buddy. Yeah, that guy's the way back down in there, and then you'll be able to pull straight.
All right, so there we have it. My husband and sons are a godsend. I will just tell you, so many comments over the last couple of years has been, everyone needs an Aaron. Everyone needs an Aaron, a Caleb, and a Wyatt on a good day. Any of you that remember, if you followed our channel for any length of time, this kid driving, running excavators, carrying the logs, stacking stuff, whatever. He's the one that broke his spine, like shattered his L1 vertebrae just over a year ago. So the fact he is totally healed up, grace of God, it is a miracle. I get a little emotional every time I see him working. It's gonna take him a couple of tries, but he's gonna get there, babe. With that, we hope you enjoyed today's video. We will catch you in the next one. Between now and then, I hope that you're blessed. I hope you find something to be grateful for. And I hope you'll stick around the channel and see me in the next video. You can do that by hitting the subscribe button. If you'll ring the bell, you get notifications. But if you will give me a thumbs up, a comment, and share my videos, that really does help our channel to grow. But for now, we are actually almost completely ready outdoors. We have a bunch of garden stuff left to do, greenhouses to take down, but a huge chunk of our winter readiness is actually done for the first time.